Hi, this is Nupur Nishith, an artist based in New Jersey, inspired from a folk art from my native in India called Mithila Paintings, also popularly known as Madhubani paintings. So today we are going to discuss some motifs of Mithila art. Even though the traditional art uses natural colors and natural brushes and all, today we are going to use India ink, black color, and a speedball or any calligraphy dip nib pen. So let's start with some border patterns which we can, which I can show you. So every painting mostly has a border from just, it can be just like a two straight line or three straight lines to a very elaborate border. So I can just demonstrate some borders, and actually those patterns are such which can be used anywhere in Mithila art, basically to decorate the elements when we are drawing humans or animals or birds, anything, any of the motifs. So it goes all, it wraps around all throughout. We won't be going all throughout right now. I'll just demonstrate how it is done. Okay, as we know, it's an ancient folk art form, and in those days, they didn't have access to any of those modern tools. So it's all painted freehand. So you won't see in traditional art, you won't see anyone using any of those instruments like rulers or anything. So this is one style which we are drawing right now. So now the next step can be like, we can, and as you know, double lines play a very important role in Mithila paintings. So everything has to be double line mostly. Like you won't see a Mithila painting where it's like anything you demonstrate in just single line. So you'll mostly it has, yes, at some places I can say people might want to use like just single line when you have less space or something, but mostly it's double line. And now just like this simple motif, and I'm filling the other areas with dense lines. This can be even denser. I'm just doing a very simple pattern, and the dense lines can become like, it's called kachni. So there's another pattern which we can do, which is also very popular, is when you make triangles like this. So, and then with triangles, again double line. And with double line, you can fill it with hatching, kachni. And this can be like horizontal line, vertical line, horizontal line, slants. It's like angular slants. It can be either sides. The only thing is that you have to follow a pattern. Like it's not that you'll use everything everywhere. So it's like you're doing something using one style, then we have to follow that pattern. It also can be like, because I'm just trying to show you how it can be like, it can be like filled with crisscross hatching style. Another common popular way is to make circles. Pattern is like that. With circles, you can draw a second line and then fill it. We can leave one, so the one which we have left, or we can fill it with something else. So either with a color, or we can fill it with another kachni. In both ways it can be done. So this is another pattern. There are so many patterns, so let's like I just demonstrated two or three over here. If we do in details, we can do. So a very important element in Mithila art is our flowers, and lotus plays a very important role. So lotus is also part of a very important element basically in the aripans. Aripans are very symbolic paintings done on floor with rice paste and fingers. So they are basically like done on auspicious occasions, and there is a typical painting for every occasion, for every like basically every stage of life. It's called sanskar of life, and every ritual, festival, and everything. So so this is also a part of a couple of aripans, and it's extensively used for as pattern designs, as as flowers, across all elements in wall art and paper art too. And now these can be filled with kachni. Any of these, I'm just doing making a lotus with double line, and these can be filled with kachni or any pattern which we want to, depending on how we want to go. So I'm just doing a simple kachni pattern over here. But there's like we can have so many patterns. Sky's the limit. So I'm just doing the very simple patterns which anybody can try at home. And these are like, this looks pretty, I hope it looks simple. So actually these lines, when we fill these lines, it needs patience and it needs time. Yeah, it's like that's why a small session doesn't do a lot of justice, but yes, it's just that people can get a feel of how it's done. So another very popular element in Mithila art are the fishes. So Mithila region is like a network of rivers and ponds. Basically, there are so many ponds and there are so many rivers. So they always get freshwater fishes. It's like it's in abundance there. So that's actually a staple part of the diet in that area. It's a very popular dish, mach bhat. Bhat is for, they call it for rice, It's Mathili for rice, and March, they call fishes is called March in Mathili, the local language. And fishes are very auspicious to Mithila culture, Mithil life, and in Mithila paintings, it's there everywhere. So it's integral to Mithil weddings. So both the bride side and the groom side, they send fishes to fish as a gift to each other. There's like they say, if you look at fish, it's like it's considered as auspicious, and it's like your day will be good. When we're drawing fish, how can we forget the fins? Metals, what they do, Mithila, they, even if they are painting an animal or a fish or a bird, they love to give them some human touch. So it's essentially that it looks like they make their eyes more like humans. So we're drawing some scales. We can have a lot of patterns and styles artists have used to draw the scales and the fins. So this is another pattern. This can also be used in borders and at many places to decorate. Now, these can also be filled with all these motif styles. There are so many patterns, and this can be filled with kachni. And this can be filled with kachni. Fill these with kachni and other patterns as we progress. So I'm drawing slightly broader patterns right now, since we have less time, and just wanted to show you how this can be done. So, but normally when when I paint and all, it's like it's more dense. This is a simple fish. There are many fish patterns. So we just try to draw a simple fish. Now we are going to draw a peacock. I'll try to be quick so that we can. So, e- peacock is the national bird of India. It's very popular as even in Hindu mythology. So the thing is that even though peacocks, you don't find peacock in Mithila. So because Mothili methods they used to paint what they used to see, but peacock has been very popular in Hindu mythology too. So they were aware of the bird peacock, just that they didn't know totally how it actually looks and all, but slightly they tried to make from it when they read Hindu mythology and they knew the description. So they tried to make peacocks from the description in the books. So a lot of artists these days are not making these human eyes on birds and animals, but that's how they have. It's actually, what, everything depends on the exposure and all. So how they perceive now today that okay, these birds and animals, how they don't have human eye, so they'll make something like a round eye or something, but just a symbolic eye. But in earlier times, mostly it was like this. You won't find like that will resemble the actual shape of the bird or anything. So it can be slightly different because with every hand, sometimes the patterns and styles they change. It's like somebody, if, even though might learn from me, can have a different opinion on things related to our Mithila art also. Peacocks are so beautiful during, especially during rainy season. Like after rains, they say the peacocks come out to dance, and their wings are so 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 beautiful. So now this can be like decorated in many ways, the body however you want. So like I tried to add a lotus element in the peacock. So this way we can go and decorate it the way we want. I'm still yet to make the big wing. So usually I would have given some time for the ink to dry. But right now, if you can see, I'm painting slightly on the up, on in different places, because so this can go like so much dense as we want to decorate it. So these can be a way as like the border pattern was there. We can decorate it with all these lines like kachni lines, or we can fill with black color. Like double lines always, but sometimes yeah, if you can use three line, triple lines also, if you want to make it look more dense. Or if you want to use like one blank and one kachni style, there are many style which we can do. So it's like this which we can do. There are many ways like and where how we can decorate. There are many styles how a peacock is made or a fish is made. For that matter, even man and woman are made. This is like a flower pattern which I'm trying in the leaves. Everything can be done in like so many ways. If you don't have nibs, it's always like you can use brush. So when you want to try to get a feel of different art form and you don't find anything, it is zero size, but actually traditionally I'll suggest you to use either nibs or brush, though nowadays people are using anything markers and pens also. If you just want to learn what are the motives and all that, then it's okay, you can use sharpies or any pen. But once you are done with the training part, I'll always recommend learn how to use nibs and brushes so densely. Like need to handle very thin brushes. I'm just trying to protect the ink, protect the paper from smudging. So that's the reason I had to keep the hand up while painting. So this is something with, there can be many ways, many styles. This is some patterns which I tried to incorporate. You'll see that it can be done in so many ways, and so many ways. So this is something, yeah, we which we can see some of the motifs which we tried today. I can show you. For coloring part, normally the basic primary colors are used, like red, yellow, green, blue, and orange and brown. Yeah, maybe can add it. And we can, it's better to use, so whenever you want to try, you can use from acrylic to ink, anything. But traditionally, yes, from natural colors were used. So this is how we are doing. And from this, I'm signing off. Thank you so much.